Hello, I'm Duncan Bell, and in this short video I'm going to just be demonstrating some of the coding that I've written for Excel that allows me to use it as my editing platform for the Arduino microcontroller. What you see on the screen in front of you is an Excel worksheet, and it has a lot of hidden stuff in it. If you look at the row numbers here, it goes 1, 2, 3, and then there's a big jump to 1400, and then 2075, and 2136. So there's a lot of information that's stored in hidden rows, and it acts as an outline. And if I double click on something, let's see, double click with my left button. Looks like it does various things here. It hides the stuff below it, or it expands it at one level. And so let's just go through the code here. You see things are in various columns. The columns are different colors. It aids in distinguishing the indentation that you'll find in the Arduino. I just double clicked on libraries, and you see in this code there's a real-time clock and a software serial library dealt with. Double click on that, shows the include, and then in another column here it's a link to where I found the object, where I found the library. And at double click here I can put it away. If you want constants, double click there. These are organized by the type of constants. Hardware constants generally are pin numbers, and so here's the outputs for various doors in this design here. Then let's see, software serial, what ports I'm using, and you see I stretch it across multiple columns here and get different colors here. Let's see about dates. Oh yeah, so these are arrays in here, and I won't bore you with that. If we go down to setup, void setup, you're familiar with that. And then using comments, I use comments to indicate sort of areas of code. So if I want to talk about the serial startup in setup here, you see that there. And let's see, things associated with the real-time clock are here. If you see an underlined cell, that means there's information underneath it. Okay, and now loop, we'll just show you loop. And now if I want, I can go up here, and if I right-click, it brings up a menu selection, and I can say show all details, and then that expands everything under there. Do that. And let's see, other functions. Let's see, there's something there. Let's see, show all details. And that brings up here all the subroutines that I call in various places. Okay, so that shows how that works. And now when I want to put it into Arduino, I go to the top of the section, do Control-Shift-C, and that runs a macro, and then I can go into Excel, and let's see, I'll create a new thing and do Control-A to select all and Control-V to paste it in. And now here's my code that I had written, and you saw there. And then I can work with this. So this is all that code there. Okay, so that's Excel with the Arduino. And now I'm just going to briefly show you Excel in openscad and 3D modeling, just to show how there's similarities here. So this is openscad, which is a free software, and you'll see there's a similar structure. I can double click on something and it opens up here. I'm going to just show all details in this. It's just a shed, and I won't go into the details of this. If you hold on to it, if you pause the video and look at the screen, you'll be able to figure out what's going on here. There. So I'm going to just double click on module, and that created a standard openscad file. And if we now go down to openscad, it created this file here, which is the shed. And again, I won't go into the details of this, but it's there's a visualizer here, and if I wanted to do something else and make an STL, I can do that and take it to my 3D printer. Nice thing about this is I can animate it. So in the code, I put in the animation here, and while it's performing the animation, I can swivel it around and zoom in and do all kinds of stuff, cool stuff. All right, so that's just briefly the stuff I like to do with Excel. There's tons of other things too I do with Excel. It really is my go-to software for everything. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.